Did it? Oh shit! What up? Hey, Michael. Yay! Finally, someone's watching, so I can start. I wanted at least one person to banter with. Hello. Eh. Oh fuck yeah. Me unlocks phone to change screen. Me forgets what I'm doing like a dumbass. Yeah, your phone ringing was me. I had a feeling that you were probably asleep. So sorry about waking you up. But I just didn't want to be lonely. Sometimes the app doesn't work. Sometimes it does. Haha! School is outdated and lame. We need a new subject ASAP. ASAP. Turning people into your puppets through emotional warfare and deception. Lol. No, 101, not lol. Nah, no need to worry. I'm glad I won't be missing the stream. That's good. I've also changed where I'm sitting. I'm actually at my desk now because I tidied my room the other day and thus I have space on my desk. Critical thought. I mean, damn, this country could really use a subject like that in schools. How to correctly punch a crocodile without terrible consequences. I mean, I already know how to punch a crocodile without consequences. You kind of need to, like, sneak up behind them, throw a towel over their head, duct tape the towel around their head using, well, mainly around their mouth, but the towel will actually keep them calm-ish, and then you can punch it. I'm gonna say critical thought because I've just shown that I have none. What would be the coolest prize you could find in your box of cereal? The phone number of that sexy tiger on the front of the box. He's so passionate about breakfast and health. He's surely a great lover. Love that you already know how to punch a croc. Well, I'm scared of crocodiles, so I have to know how to punch one. A tiny piece of sharp metal, so every scoop will be full of a thrill and danger. Why is that not surprising? A sample of more nutritious breakfast options so people are encouraged to stop eating that colourful crap. I don't like any of these options. Because that one I feel is from a Simpsons episode. I'm gonna have to go with that one. Oh, so charming. What is a deal breaker for a potential lover? They're boring. They lack manners. They're a coward. They lack taste. They hate the outdoors. They are mediocre. I'm gonna... Oh! It looks like I'm going to be romancing Medusa because I chose a person being mediocre. How is my sound, by the way? Is my microphone loud enough? Do I need to bring it closer to me? Okay. Hopefully there won't be as many connection issues this time. Hopefully. Although the internet was playing up earlier today on my phone. She's a business person. So, library, because that's where you get money. of Craftian Prince needs your assistance. That day, you spend some time on the library's PCs sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose 10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares, and you gain 2 money. Later, you see Miranda and Vera cornered by the wolf pack, who are watching them like a pack of wolves. Sounds about right. How would one of you ladies like to go on a date tonight with the hottest dogs ever, but to not be literal hot dogs? I wouldn't at all.
What a commoner.
This is not at all how I like my courtships to begin. Where are the jewels? Where are the flowers? Where are the bloody heads of my enemies? Oh, I got really close then. Oops, sorry. Oh man, we'll show you courtship on the court where we win. No, when we win on the court at sports. Ah, the true show of love. Murder. We'll show you sportship's courtship. Every time I think the guys at this school can't get any dumber. Oh, I get it. You're both shy. Don't worry, our barks are worse than our bites. Except when we're doing sports. 'Cause then we bring it. Yeah! But if neither of you have the confidence to say which one wants to go out with us tonight, we can just choose for you. Like they're relatively well-intentioned, but you should definitely step in and save one of them. Tonight, Miranda can't. I have 2 tickets to Cirque de la Mer's underwater show. You don't want to go out with Vera. I hear snakes have syphilis. Yes, that's exactly right. They do have syphilis. Poison flows through my very veins. I am a powerful and dangerous bad bitch. Fear me, you puny little mortals, and fear my ability to destroy you effortlessly. You know what? I think I just heard Coach calling us. We need to go practice. Not getting STDs. With that, the wolf pack is out. Vera, I am so sorry to hear about your illness. I had no idea.
So pathetic.
Maybe my snakes don't actually have syphilis. We were just saying that to give them the slip. Oh no, you started something awful. But at least it worked out. You gained 2 smarts and 1 boldness. So smart.
Sure.
Let me just do something that I actually figured out how to do today. I learned how to add quotes using commands. Whoop whoop. You find Vera and Polly at their table, deep in conversation. Alright, business idea. People pay a monthly subscription to prevent me from drugging their food. Business... Oh, fuck. Business idea. People pay me a monthly subscription to put drugs in their food. Business idea. Price out the cafeteria's current food supplier by selling plastic food. Business idea. Nipples! Okay, I'm gonna have to add that one. Oh yeah, I think anyone can use this command as well. Where'd my mouse go? There it is. If that's the case, you've given us so much power. Well, yeah, now you can quote things for me so I don't have to do it. It's called lazy. Just nipples? Yeah! Oh, fuck. Yeah! Okay. Right. Business idea. Use clever marketing and food science to create the perfect new diet craze and sell it for an insane profit. That's actually a really good idea. Better than nipples? Yes. We just need to figure out what our new diet product will be. Tapeworms. They're gluten-free, dairy-free, 100% organic, and you can get them for free from sick cows. Meth is what's for lunch.
That has been quite pleasing.
What a delicious idea.
What?
But what about for, like, ghosts and stuff? Ghosts want to lose weight too. Also, tapeworms would make them keep coming back for more food. Yeah. Yeah. We'll just sell ghosts. We'll just sell ghosts of tapeworms alongside living ones naturally. Where are you gonna drop tapeworm ghosts? Simple. I'll just kill tapeworms with unfinished business, which is pretty much any tapeworm, honestly. They're very ambitious.
Awesome, boo.
Well, all of my objections to this plan are solved. Scammerel! Soon Vera's new slender friends are all the rage in the cafeteria, and she seems to tolerate your presence even more. And everybody's losing weight. 2 viewers?
Sure.
Where should I go? I'm gonna see if anything will be useful this time. sexy fake Latin accent. Why, the hottest thing is being yourself, honey, but a Latin accent is a close second. I was just thinking about what a business person would like. And obviously they would like PR.
Later, Gator.
You know what? All profits made are donated to a good cause. Spoiler alert, that good cause is buying me a new phone. Sweet. Aww. Yeah, they are dragon. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain 2 creativity. Later, you hear Vera and Liam in a heated conversation which seems to contain some pretty sexually explicit language. So naturally, you go eavesdrop. Speaking as a male, I can say that even I grow weary of the infantilizing monotony of the male gaze. I was actually watching a video about that this morning, about a trope in sci-fi, which is Born Sexy Yesterday, where it's like you're given like a really good looking female character, but she's naive and really dumb and knows nothing about how the world works, so she essentially acts like a child, but in a grown woman's body, and it's all about like a male fantasy and all that gross stuff. Yeah. I've seen that. It's so creepy. Yeah, it is. It really is. Thank you. See, I want to advocate for the Gorgon gaze instead, but that would just turn people rock hard. Protect the child. They're just a big child. That's not an erection joke. People would die. Personally, I think hentai is the source of the problem. It's so unrealistic. Hello? I'm not a 2D drawing. I'm a real vampire.
Pathetic.
I know. Even I can't keep up with the standards of hentai is setting. What? Am I supposed to just grow a dick during sex? And all the women are drawn exactly the same. There's even less body type diversity than at this school. Plus, I don't think anyone in real life has ever willingly addressed a tentacleless vampire. And what's with all the tentacles anyway? Because half the studio heads are Krakens, Liam. And no tea, no shade to the women who do enjoy tentacle porn. I know at least 3 of my snakes do, but I won't out them. But I do think there should be more diverse offerings for those of us who would like something less cephalosexual. Agreed. Hentai should be more redraw explicit scenes in the style of great artists such as Picasso and Magritte. Don't send a misogynistic kraken to do a femgorgon's job. You should open your own hentai studio. No! Ah! I knocked my headphones off. So now, because I'm a woman who wants better for herself, it's up to me to handle things. I have plenty of shit on my own to worry about without heading up a hentai studio. I'll have you know I am a straight A student, and that's only partially thanks to bribery. The rest is hard work and extortion. And what does Vera know about production anyhow? Surely she would be in far above her abilities, as she has no experience. Stream died? Stream died? Has it died? My Streamlabs says it's still going. Wait. Yeah, my Streamlabs didn't say that it died. Weird. What did you miss? Did you miss anything? Not much, only about 10 seconds. Okay, that's good. That is, did you not hear her? She has more important things to do. Wait. So I lost charm, but I romanced her anyway? How does that work? The two of them storm off haughtily to continue their deep discussions about pornography somewhere free of stupidity. You lose 2 smarts and 1 charm. I didn't see your choice. Oh, I told her to open her own hentai studio. Which, she didn't like the idea of. Watching Vera eat is usually pretty disturbing. Her snakes eat at the same time she does. But at least it's usually quiet. This time, however, Scott is doing his best to change that. Go, Lefty, gobble that mouse! No, watch out for Wiggles coming up from behind. Using that tongue, go! Use that tongue, go! I read that wrong, goddamn. Ugh. He does this every week or so. Whenever my snakes need a meal, he seems to think snake eating contests are a competitive sport. Damn dyslexia. Also, I don't think he realizes that an actual snake eating contest would probably involve people eating snakes. I tried charging him for tickets to get him to stop, but he actually pays to do this. He keeps track of each snake's statistics on a little index card. He's even given them names. Go Silver, go Bendy, go Sanchez, go Snake. I cannot use that. Those aren't their names. God, no matter how much he pays for the tickets, it isn't enough. This seems like a really tense situation. You resolve it in the only way you know how. By opening your mouth and yelling. When you're truly out of ideas. Boring. This is nothing compared to earthworm eating contests. Snake! Eat that food and stay awake! What? There's a more exciting sport than snake eating contests? You gotta tell me about it. Oh yeah, earthworm eating contests are literally crawling with suspense. When you're truly out of ideas. Wait, did I already read that? I don't know. And even better, they're going on all the time with thousands of players in each game. Thousands? Where's the game? Where do I go? Anywhere there's dirt, Anywhere? There's dirt in so many places. So many places that aren't here. Get going. Sports that game or whatever. I will, Vera. I will. I swear one of these days he's going to decide choking on his food is a sport and die. While you hope Scott doesn't actually die, the main thing on your mind right now is how Vera's smiling at you. Nice. It's your eyebrow. Do, 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 do. To the library. Fan-fucking-tastic. That day you spend some time on the library's PC managing your start kicker. You deceive lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice. You gain 100,000 money, but almost everything goes to cover costs and you keep only 2 money. Damn it, I need more money. Without warning, Vera pulls you aside and hisses in your ear. Oh my god, the stalkers are back. You follow her pointed finger and see a guy dressed in a white toga and winged sandals facing away from you. He looks like a creep. He's been following me everywhere. He thinks I don't notice him checking me out in that mirrored shield he has. But I totally do. Stalkers, break their knees! It's such a chore being this beautiful all the time. How am I ever going to get rid of him? Itchy nose. Threaten to feed a damsel to a sea monster. That would distract them. He looks Greek. Why not bribe Zeus, king of gods? This is actually a hard one. Because I know this myth, I had to do a clay stop motion animation for it when I was in primary school. It was really bad. And I know for a fact that he takes her head in order to stop someone from being fed to a sea monster. But I don't think she'd like the idea of spending money. Haha! Going against my instincts worked. Ah yes, finally a use for all these damsels my henchmen have been kidnapping. And also this sea monster I found on eBay. Spend more money or be decapitated. Vera mutters a few words into her collar, and minutes later a high-pitched cry for help can be heard outside, followed by the gnashing of sea monster's teeth and the screams of students. Sounds like Vera dropped the sea monster in the pool. Again. The creep in the toga immediately springs into action, shouting, "I'll save you, my lady!" as he sprints outside. He won't, you know. I don't buy half-assed sea monsters. What a sleazebag, though, honestly. Milady? You spend the rest of the period with Vera and pick up some good tips for buying the right sea monster. You gain 2 smarts and 1 boldness.
Sure.
I'm gonna get a class. That day, you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain 2 smarts. You notice Vera standing in the corner, pissed. What looks like a fresh braid on the back of her head is actually 2 of her snakes fighting. Poison's flying everywhere. Oh, I'm okay. It's just Hissy and Bob having another disagreement. It happens. This time they can't decide whether Miranda's domain should be called a kingdom or an empire. And it's like, who cares? Hissy having a hissy fit. I'm telling you, if they weren't my hair, I would sell them to Thailand. Thailand. Not Thailand. Where they eat snakes. Decapitate them to set an example. You could totally rock some bands. Snakes get feisty when they don't have jobs. Put them to work building your evil empire. So smart. Of course, I've forgotten how testy snakes become without gainful employment. It's all in the best-selling book, The Snakes in Suits. Build that empire, yo! But come to think of it, my snakes already do have jobs. They're just not doing them. What? Oh no, I accidentally clicked off it. No! Bob, where is that report on Portugal? Are they at war yet? Hissy, have you poisoned the school's water supply like I asked? No? Then how am I supposed to sell water to Miranda's family? You think it's easy selling water to mermaids? Mermaids? I forget that it's inverted. Hissy and Bob pull out cell phones and start making calls. You don't know which impresses you more. Vera's managerial skills or the fact that her snakes can use cell phones without thumbs. Either way, you gain 2 creativity and 1 smarts. Don't you gnaw me. As you approach the table, you see Vera delicately lifting a forkful of quinoa to her mouth. She brings lunch from home. When... Food, fork, 6, 8. Who do we... Deliciate. Eating. Eating, yay, eating! Scott, what on earth are you doing? I'm cheerleading you to help you be the best eater in the whole school. What caused this obsession with cheerleading me through mundane activities that require no cheerleading? Everything requires cheerleading, silly. That's why we have cheerleaders for our cheerleaders. But I can see my cheerleading's not working. You haven't eaten anything yet. That's because you keep startling me with your damn cheerleading. I can't eat when I'm startled. No, that can't be it. I must not be cheerleading hard enough. Hey friend, maybe you can help me. You shouldn't be cheering for Vera to eat the food. You should be cheering for the food to get eaten by Vera. In the walking freezer. The problem is obviously that we aren't dressed up as a giant salad. I bit my tongue. Oh no. Oh, duh. Oh, duh? Oh, duh. Oh, duh. It's just like when we cheer for the other team to lose instead of cheering for our team to win. Yes, I invented that cheerleading strategy. It gives us a huge psychological edge against teams that hate losing. I'm gonna go try it right now. Those vegetables are gonna get so inspired. Scott runs off into the kitchen to inspire the vegetables. You can still hear his muffled shouting from the back, but it's not bad.
That has been quite pleasing.
Thanks. Now I can finally enjoy this quinoa and baby tears salad without unwanted encouragement. For the next week, all the cafeteria food seems extremely eager to get in your mouth. Cheerleading really works.
Sure.
That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates to so much, but at one point there's like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain 2 fun. You're making your daily protection payment to Vera when suddenly... Not you again. Everyone stop what you're doing and look at my majestic visage. The interdimensional prince. Muscling in on my territory, are you? Not at all, my darling Viperess. I'm here strictly in a business capacity. Business, you say? I'm all ears, except for my snakes, which are all tongues and teeth. It's simple economics, my love. You, an aspiring crime kingpin. I'm a prince. I propose a merger. A merger of our resources, our minds, our bodies, and our spirits!
Not bad.
Interesting. Oh no. Vera's getting out her calculator. If she decides this merger is financially viable, good luck asking her to prom. This fucker tried to steal Damien from me too. Fuck you. But how will you undermine Vera's confidence in the prince's financial status? Just steal from the prince. Place all his gold with fish. Steal all his money with your high-frequency trading algorithm, Carl. So smart! Before we draw up the contract, I hope you won't mind providing a full accounting of your assets. Of course not, my dear! As you can see from this... As you can see from this spreadsheet, my entire kingdom is... owned by someone named Carl? Let me see that. You idiot! Carl isn't a person, it's a computer algorithm. It probably stands for something like computerized autonomous robotic light bulb. Nope, doesn't stand for anything. It's just Carl. You gain 2 boldness and 1 smarts.
Sure.
Sure. Let's work on my charm. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm. You see Vera looking at her phone. She's obviously pissed, so you decide to go talk to her. Ugh, not another dick pic. I mean, I know that's what you've got to expect when you look as stunning as I do all the time, but still, not fond of dick pics. Not at all. When a guy's going to learn, dicks look gross. Sending me a picture of your dick is not a treat for me. I'm not going to frame it and put it on my wall. I'm going to put it in a folder called Sad Losers, and then delete the folder, and then I'll probably set the phone on fire just in case. Who's fond of dick pics? Oh no! Sorry, Michael. How does this work? Yeah, it just puts you on a timeout. But I don't really have... It uses like a default... Sorry, I have to tilt down my laptop. Let's turn that off. It uses like a default list, but I can't see the words on that list. Try again, I've turned it off. I also don't know why it has random dollar signs. Dick pic. Ah, that was it. Okay. So that was the bad word. Yes. Sorry about that. Apparently just saying dick pic is enough to set them off. I might end up having to come up with my own list of words. Because I turned it on to make sure nothing offensive is said. Because, you know, it's a live stream, anyone can come watch and say anything. But, yeah, maybe going with the default list isn't a good thing. Hey, you're pretty unpleasant, right? Help me figure out what to say to this guy so he'll stop trying to make me look at his wiener. Go for the burn. Sorry, but I'm having a hard time seeing anything. Does your phone have a zoom function? Or maybe a microscope attachment? Default list is to be fully family friendly. I see. Destroy his life. Photoshop all the pics into a silly looking monster. Make it the star of weird kids show and make millions with it. You make the joke out of him, become rich, and you own the copyrights to his dick. Oh no! So your solution to this is for me to make a career out of it? You do realise you're basically making it so I'll have to spend the rest of my life depending on this fool's dick. Oops. I saw the money and I thought she'd be interested in making money. And if I get lucky and he doesn't send me any more, I'd need to start asking for them. I'd be financially married to this dude's dick. Doesn't sound like a good idea to you, genius. Be my guest, go marry his dick yourself. Huh. That definitely backfired. Next time, let's try not to mix dicks and kids. It doesn't seem like a smart move. You lose 2 fun and 1 creativity.
Sure.
I need to make up for it. You arrive at Polly and Vera's table to find them eating. Wait, both of them? Give me a moment.
Oh, yum yum! I sure do love food and eating. Look at this food going me.
Yes, this cafeteria, Sloppy Joe, this cafeteria Sloppy Joe truly has a suitable flavor profile. Finally, you notice the cause of this absurdity. A well-dressed businessman sitting at the next table, watching both women intently.
Oh yeah, I know. Oh yeah, I know you like this, baby. My eating is realistic and erotic.
Be cool, Polly. The man wants to pay us for eating in front of him, not screaming about eating.
Is this not what eating is? I forget.
While Vera tries to explain eating to Polly, the businessman shyly approaches you and gives you a small bow. Much obliged, friend, he says in a soft voice. Are these two fine ladies your friends? I must confess that I have searched far and wide for a suitable candidate to fulfill my rather unusual fetish. Paying a student at a high school for monsters to eat food while I watch politely from a distance. But I find myself unable to choose which of these two beauties to hire. The snakehead one possesses a certain grace. Yeah, pay me, motherfucker. Pay me to do a thing I was going to do anyway. But the translucent one has such passion.
I don't even want the money. This is just fucking weird and I love it.
Dude is creepy. In your opinion, the businessman finishes, which would be the wiser choice on my part? The Gorgon, obviously. Look at how many mouths she's got on her head. The ghost for sure. I've never seen someone eat so convincingly. I mean, she wants to be paid. The businessman strokes his chin and nods. You have a point, he says. The ghost only has one mouth. Also, food seems to go right through her. This Gorgon, meanwhile, has countless mouths. Such value. Value is white, pervo. 1,000 in cash up front. You pay for all my meals and you give me your pants.
Holy shit, he's doing it! He's doing it! He's getting naked!
Vera is able to convince the businessman to pay for such a fancy dinner for you and her. Vera is able to convince the businessman to pay for a fancy meal for you and her. It's a little creepy with him watching the two of you, but you get over it. A date with a stalker. Fun. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you can't help but feel that you're not as good as the role requires you to be. There doesn't seem to be any ordinary way of getting yourself there. But there might be an extraordinary way. You summon the devil, one of many, and make a deal to enhance your creativity a little bit. You gain 2 creativity. You also lose 3 years of your life as your end of the deal, but who cares? No, they weren't happening in game anyway. You find Liam storming out of the dressing room, still wearing his very fancy costume. You go straight to Vera, where she sits in the audience, as usual, judging the people. You've got to help me, Vera. Art is in jeopardy. Help you? Please. I signed up be a dramaturge, specifically because it allowed me to criticize people without doing any real work. You may return to your calculated apathy immediately after helping me sign Underground's supergroup Yogurt Resort to school our play. You want Yogurt Resort to school our play? The ones who did help me, I'm drowning in tractors? I hate to admit it, but that's actually a very cool idea. The fact that someone besides me knows about Yogurt Resort only makes me slightly less excited about this plan, which should tell you how important this is to me. How are you going to pay for that though? Ugh, that's exactly what the director said. Everyone is trying to smother my artistic spark beneath the boot heel of capitalism. It appears that I must make some concessions to the invisible hand of the market if I am to realize my dream. Yeah, I definitely want this to happen, Liam. We just have to figure out how. Have a bake sale, but with cocaine instead of baked goods. Tell them we're all orphans and that this is a charity event. No! I think I might fail this one. Oh no, I clicked off it again. Oh no! You know, I really am an orphan, right? Wow. Awkward. You flee to the fire exit where you find a box mark. In case of awkwardness, break the glass. Oh, dip! You break the glass. There was nothing in the box. There's just glass in your hand now. You lose 2 charm and 1 smarts. This is going so bad. Oh, what did I click?
Sure.
I clicked something and I don't know what. Now my screen's looking weird. Give me a sec. I know what I clicked. I must have accidentally clicked it when I accidentally clicked off the game. He broke as hell. Let's go to the bathroom.
Show me that money.
Oh shit, that's not what I meant to do. I didn't know she was there. Oh god, it's that again. I'm not buying that again.
Thank you.
I know the composition is not that great. And the colour palette lacks depth, but fuck you, it's a gift.
Sure.
It's the Slayer. You take your seat and... if you didn't know any better, you would say that it seems like Vera and Polly are almost more interested in their phones than they are in you. And you do know better. And you know that, yes, that's exactly what is happening right now. It's nothing... it's nothing personal, dumbass. It's just that Polly and I are very engrossed in texting our financial slave.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to compete with some guy whose fetish is buying you anything you want. That's my fetish too. Not buying things for people, having people buy things for me, duh. Good thing he's rich enough to take care of both of us. You know what they say, true friendships is sharing secrets and financial slaves.
Still, I do worry that this arrangement might not be sustainable. What happens if he runs out of money? Our cash flow instantly stops. Besides being handed everything you want on a platter. In case the platter being an online money transferring platform is almost boring.
Yeah, I get that. It's a little less boring when you're on as much acid as I am right now. But I see what you mean.
Guess who actually remembered to put their laundry in on time?
if we could somehow turn this into a business venture.
Oh no, wrong person. If we could somehow turn this into a business venture, then maybe it would get interesting, and we could continue to profit even after he's gone broke from catering to our every whim.
I mean, how interesting do you think business actually is? Since he's so obsessed with us, we should just tell him to do something totally insane and see if he does it.
I don't know, a weirdo giving away his money and getting into hijinks is great and all, but I want to start making real money.
And I think money is fine and all, but my favourite currency is chaos.
I can't spell. Hey. Mouse. Seems like the ladies are at a very exciting crossroads. Maybe a random bystander can give them a nudge in the right direction. You can easily grow this arrangement into a business, just escalate and delegate. Have the financial slave go and acquire his own financial slave to give him money. And then that financial slave... And then have that financial slave go find a financial slave. Tell him to marry a llama. Aha! Aha! That would increase our income exponentially, immediately. Which are my absolute favourite adverbs when it comes to monetary gain.
I mean, one financial slave between the two of us is already strangely a lot to handle, so managing an army of them sounds draining.
But as long as it's a pyramid scheme, and we're at the top of the pyramid, where we don't have to actually deal with lowlifes, who cares?
Meh. I think I'll just go check my toilet wine.
Don't worry about her. Polly wouldn't know a good business idea if it slapped her on the ass. Which happened one time, actually. But it's a long story, so forget it. Anyway, we can tell people in order to become official certified financial slaves, they have to buy a kit of supplies. And they'll start at dirt slave, and then if they get 5 financial slaves under them, they can become a prophetic ground slave, and then they can work their way all the way up to gold, diamond, platinum, salt cowl, mocha, grand, supreme slave. This was a great idea, dumbass. We should go write the business plan together and prepare to profit! Did Vera just say she wants to profit with you? Holy shit, Vera's sharing her cash flow, it's like third base for her. Awesome! Then why there no crease in my money?
Sure.
To the bathrooms. Aww. Look at them sewing their hoodie. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathroom. You give 0 shits and gain 2 boldness. You're happily examining a shitty crayon drawing you got from the store, thinking about what kind of frame will enhance its childish colours and stupid composition. Then Scott approaches you. Hey dumbass, is that a picture? I love pictures. Coach says 1 picture is worth 1,000 words, and there are so many words I love. Like pizza, and good, and boy. So a picture must be even better. What's your picture saying, bro? It looks like a little stick person holding hands with two big stick persons. And there's also a house. And the son has hair. You patiently explain to Scott that this is a picture of a family. And that those are solar rays, not hair. Oh, so those two big bros are protecting the little bro. I get it now. What? Who? You tell Scott that those two big stick figures are parents. Parents? Wow, so that's what parents look like. I totally have some parents, but, well, I've never actually seen them. That's okay though. Once a year they sneak into our house in the middle of the night and leave me Christmas presents because I'm a good boy and they love me. Ha! You baby, you still think parents leave Christmas presents in the middle of the night? That's a myth. It is? Yeah, everybody knows that all Christmas gifts are delivered by Satan Claus. A bearded home invader with lobster claws and a cookie fetish. But my parents think I'm a good boy. Psst, dumbass. Are you just gonna stand there and let those douchebags with Scott's innocence distract him? Whoa. You know this is a serious situation if it's causing Vera to show empathy. Quick, divert Scott's attention by starting a discussion on the history and development of jazz as a musical art form. Making silly faces. Well, this is Scott. I think it's just going to be this. Oh no. Of course, what a great idea. You make an enormous stone face out of basalt and emeralds. What are you doing, dumbass? That stone face looks scary. I admire its eldritch brutalism, but I'm also confused as to why you're doing this. A giant stone face? We hate giant stone faces. Woof, 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 woof. I hate you too, you miserable animals, booms the giant stone face. No wonder your parents abandoned. Oh no! Their parents abandoned them? But what about my parents? Your parents too, you buff idiot, says the stone face in a voice older than death. Especially your parents. Huh? Someone tried to post a link?
Cool.
Oh, wow, okay. Ah, I clicked off again.
You're a failure.
Why, thank you. I already knew that. You're such a douchebag in a not appealing way, dumbass. When they say that sometimes it's better to not tell the truth, they don't mean the alternative is to build a magic stone face to tell the truth for you. No, it's okay. I guess it's time for me to accept the truth. Woof 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 woof. You slink away in shame. The face you made wasn't funny at all. It rolls at spooky high and dramatically lowers everyone's self-esteem. You lose 2 charm and 1 money. The stone head was expensive. No, my charm. I'm doing so bad, Michael.
Sure.
What's up?
Oh god, not again!
Oh.
I think I'm gonna fail, Michael. You find Damien and Vera contemplating a huge slab of unidentified prime meat. Oh wait, Damien, I know we had our share of disagreements during this convoluted poaching expedition. Like when you told me not to bring all my lives. But I trust we can put our differences behind us and enjoy the fruits of our labours. You mean the meats of our labours? Yes, together we will enjoy this raw, bloody cut of meat as a symbol of our... Wait, raw and bloody? You mean you're not even going to try using fire on it? Of course I used fire. I specifically instructed the chef to prepare this meat while glancing briefly at a lit stove. Did the fire ever, you know, touch the meat? What would be the point of that? A cut this fine can only be eaten ultra rare. Like hell it can. You wait here while I get my culinary flamethrower. Damien, please, let's be reasonable about this. What is reasonable? If we can come to an agreement, let's appeal to an arbitrary third party. Wait, if we can't come to an agreement, Dumbass will surely make the Dumbass will surely make the intelligent choice for us. Isn't that right? My word, the steak is too cooked already. Rub some ice on it and douse it in blood quick. The only correct way to enjoy a steak after its charred remains have been retrieved from a burning building. Quite right. Someone, turn off the heat. Get the frost wizard in here. Fetch me more blood from the blood bank. I clicked off it again. What the fuck? I'm not gonna eat a big chunk of raw meat. How am I supposed to ensure maximum suffering without fire? Oh darn, guess I'm gonna have to enjoy this whole juicy steak by myself. Whatever, I'm going to go burn down a burger joint and eat whatever survives the fire. Good for you, Damien. Live your best life. Vera slips you a thick stack of cash under the table. Unfortunately, she pays you in Vera bucks. More fortunately, your stack of Vera bucks is redeemable for 4.5 minutes of intimate eye contact. Juicy.
Sure.
Where have I not been? I've been everywhere. I'm back, had to work out washing and food. You didn't tell me you'd gone. Michael, you left without saying anything. Oh, had to sort out washing and food. Sorry, buddy. I wondered why it went silent. Let's go to the library again. Sitting in this chair makes my butt hurt. That day you spend some time on the library's PC mining some bitcoins. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency. But you guess that nobody actually has any fucking idea how it really works. Anyway, you gain 2 bitcoins, which is equal to $2 million. Which unfortunately is equal to 2 monster dollars, so 2 money. Hi, Kay! I just waved at my TV. Hi, Kay! Hey, dumbass, remember that one time at that one party where you explained to me in great detail your brilliant secrets of the business world? How are you doing? I'm doing okay. As you can see, the setup's a little different. I tidied my room the other day for a flat inspection, so my desk is actually tidy and has room for my laptop. So I have my laptop here plugged into my TV so that I can have my streaming software on one monitor and then the game on my laptop. I also think I might fail this because we're on week 6 in the evening and I fucked up like 3 times. Nice. How are you? Holy shit, you do not. And that doesn't sound like your area of expertise at all. You must have been pretty drunk. But it's Vera, so you smile and nod. Oh no. Well, I will be attending a very fancy and important business dinner event tonight, full of people by exclusive invitation. And by exclusive invitation, I mean I'm going to use my Gorgon powers to turn the concierge into stone and then sneak in. I'd love to see you put other people's money where your mouth is. If you're not doing anything tonight. You are planning on reorganizing your collection of very rare mint condition Pokemon cards. The popular trading card game based on the even more popular video game Pocket Humans. Each card depicts a human being with a specific job and bio. Pokemon, Pocket Humans. But that can wait. So, when the time was around for the fancy business dinner, you shove them in your pocket and roll out. Dumbass, over here. Glad you can make it. I've been raking in business cards hand over claw so far. I met Gertrude Gorgonzola, the Diamond Tampon Tycoon, and Ray K. Bebop, the social media influencer rapper robot. And they're both very excited to do business with me. How have you done so far? You turn out your pockets and show Vera the evidence of your endeavours, which consists of the lobby card of the hotel the convention is in, and the only thing handed to you by a real businessman, a sticky note with the word "No" written in red Sharpie. Maybe I should have invited someone else. Literally anyone else. No! No! It's okay, you still have an hour left of the event. It's time to pull out all the stops and choose an amazing tactic to get as many business cards as you can to prove to Vera what a valuable business asset and or prom date you are. Rejected. You may have no business and therefore no business cards to exchange, but you sure as hell have Pokemon cards. Trade those. Convince the business people you have a rare disease that can only be cured if you're given 100 business cards. Which one should I go for? I'm gonna go for... Haha! So creative. Quick as a flash, you pull out your dope collection of Pokemon cards until you find the perfect pocket human for the event. Regina Smith. Queen of networking. She's the owner of a plethora of business, as well as one of 7 guardians of the stock market. It is incredibly rare and gives whoever possesses it +7 in networking, which makes it super valuable. Suddenly you're being surrounded by businessmen, each thrusting his card at you in a veritable orgy of potential business collaborations. Within minutes, you have so many business cards that you would need to be a tentacle monster in order to hold all of them. I'm doing well, thank you. I hope you too. Damn, dumbass. You really know how to clean up, don't you? I think you have a business card from just about everyone here. Just then, 2 businessmen rushed towards you so fast, cards extended, that they smash into each other, and both are knocked out. I stand corrected. Vera stoops down and collects the business cards from the unconscious men. You hand her a stack of cards you have procured, and the 2 of you link arms and walk away. You toss the Regina Smith card over your shoulder without even looking to see who may catch it. You no longer care about its fate. You have everything you could have ever needed. A bunch of business cards, 2 boldness and 1 smarts, and the affection, or at the very least, the tolerance of a good woman. Heather.
Hi.
Hi.
Sure.
Sure. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. Oh no, I clicked off it again. You're asking me to go to prom with you? Sorry, I'm focusing on my career. My career is not dating losers like you. Bye, loser. Oh no.
With you.
No! You were so ashamed by your failure that after prom you photoshopped Garfield into your prom pictures as if he was your prom date. Yeah, Garfield the orange cartoon cat. Not your brightest idea. Anyway, even with your Photoshop skills, you couldn't Photoshop the sadness from your face away. Sad. I knew I fucked up. Especially with that picture. Oof. Best at impersonating a plate of spaghetti. Owns the most snakes. I think you need to be less broke. I think I needed to mess up less. She loves that business show. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendships, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Vera realized she was a character in a video game, which infuriated her. She spent her life making connections and building power so that she could not be part of the game. She plays the game. So be careful. Maybe now she's the one pulling your strings. Damien found peace in the most unexpected way. He kept punching everything till one day he punched his own anger to death. Yeah, that sounds like Damien. He's written a book about it. Miranda started a non-profit to help countries without a monarchy. Because all countries should have the right to be graciously ruled by a kingdom. For those 6 weeks, the monster prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for monster prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Let's go to this one. Haha. Hey. So, I actually finished this game half an hour earlier than expected. and I'm getting quicker at it. I don't really have any idea of what to do now because I normally stream for 2 hours. So, how have your weeks been? I'm a very tired being. Very tired. I had my first co-op ever. Michael, stop gnawing. Stop it. Oh, let's do that. Look. What was it a co-op in? Yeah, sorry, I got a bit distracted. What was it a co-op in? Unravel 2. What's, is that the one where you're like a person made out of yarn? Curse this app, stop crashing. I unlocked things again. The adorable yarn boys. So I guess I was right. We tested it with another streamer because she'll have a co-op stream next week and she invited me to play too. Aw, that's good. I failed. Also, it's like the default for these. Yeah, the default for these is the Frankenstein. More art. Yep, the yarn boys. Hey. Ah! Wait. Is that poison ivy? Maggie Herskowitz, writer. Oh, these are like the creators' in-game personas, if they had any. More fan art. Hey! It's the demon boy. Best boy. Internet gods, why? Oh no. They have betrayed us this day. Hopefully not for too long. I have something that was saying there was no video. I'm back. Okay. Yeah. I have no idea what to do now. It's really weird. What do I do for the next half hour? I have like no other games. Nerd. Let's quit. It's also going to be like no background music then. I found out about, is there another game you want to play on stream? As I was about to say, wasn't there a shorter one you can play? Yeah, there's the half an hour version. There's a game that I heard about, which is, I think it's called Ace in Space. And it's about an asexual, non-binary character in space. And it's very similar to Monster Prom in the way that it's kind of like a dating sim. But it's not. Because you're ace. You're not in it to get the booty. Sorry, if the sound came and went, it's because I exited out of the game, and then yeah, you mentioned about the short one, and I was like, okay. So yeah. looking for game. It's right here. Haha. So non-sexual alien dating sim. I think it's robot aliens, but pretty close. That does sound pretty interesting. And if I'm remembering correctly, it's like £7-ish. I shall be the fire. Through the fire and the flames. Do, 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 do. I will forever be dumbass.
Let's do this.
That's an interesting voice. Oh, so it puts you at the halfway mark. Hype. You're elected president for a day. What's the first law you pass? $1 bills are now include a picture of me and the description: beware, too much awesomeness. My presidency might last a day, but my fame will last forever. You can deduct taxes by writing sonnets instead. Amount of taxes deducted are calculated based on the beauty of the sonnets. Trivia fact: presidents don't pass laws. So this is a trick question. Or are you just being an idiot? Which is the coolest mythological creature? This weird creature I drew when I was 6 and was clearly super derivative from other mythological creatures, but it's super cool and it's my OC and it's my spirit animal, okay? The invisible hand of the free market. A sphinx who's super turned up and ready at the party, and she raps all her riddles. She still kills you if you don't answer them correctly, but she raps the riddles. A partner just gave you a cool gift for your anniversary and you totally forgot. Quick, come up with an idea for a great gift. The abstract concept of gratefulness. Anything capable of leading them to an overdose of some sort. The head of their fiercest enemy. A pony. Always a pony. Anything on fire. Or a weapon. No. A weapon on fire. A silly toy that still makes noises. I want to see if I can do a quick run of Vera. So that would probably be Polly. That sounds like Mira, Liam, Damien, Scott. So that would... Aha! I know their personalities now. 3 streams in and I know which answer will lead to who. Attempt toss.
Let's do this.
Money. Now you'll make it. I feel it in my bones. Hopefully. Attempt by coming right up. That day you spent some time in the libraries, some time on the library's PC sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose 10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares, and you gain 2 money. Later, you come across Damien and Vera in the hallway, nonchalantly holding a locker shut with all their strength. How do you hold something shut with all your strength, whilst looking like you don't give a damn? Like, you have to use all your strength, so clearly you're giving a damn. The locker has a sign on it that says "Nothing to see here," and is screaming. Shut the hell up, you! adorable, fluffy little Fluffy. You see, we're spending quality time with our new pet. Isn't that right, Damien? Powerline. From somewhere within the locker you hear, my parents will pay anything before Damien kicks the door. Yeah, that's right, adorable, quiet, Fluffy, who's going to stay quiet if he knows what's good for him. You know, I don't really have a great track record with pets. I had some mice for half a day, but my hair ate all of them. It sure would be a shame if our new pet died before we receive the true joy of pet ownership. Yes, exactly. The sweet, sweet bank account filling filthy rich making joy of pet ownership. Surely you have lots of knowledge about pet care. Why not share some of it? You know what pets love? Hardcore death metal all the time to drown out their noises. If you love something, set it free. Just implant a tracking device first. See, death metal sounds like a Damien option, so... Haha! Now there's a scheme I can get behind in front of and all over. Track that shiz, pick it up later. If our beloved pet believes he has his freedom, he'll stop struggling so much. Yeah, all good pet owners microchip them. And we'll keep close tabs and make sure he doesn't get hit by a car or impregnate the neighborhood pets. And we can knock him out first so he doesn't even know he's microchipped. And it will be smooth sailing right up until our pet is housebroken? Or at least some kind of broken.
That has been quite pleasing.
I have so much confidence in this plan, I'm going to go ahead and order those blood diamond earrings. The suffering of the labourers makes them so much sparklier. It was a joy of knowing that that crime truly does pay. You gain 2 boldness and 1 fun.
Let's do this.
Where is she? Oh, she's biting. My shoulders hurt. I'm not used to sitting up at a chair for so long. Wait. You approach Liam and Vera at their table, but before you can sit down, Vera holds up a hand.
Pathetic.
Stop. This is the cool people table, where only cool people are allowed. Is Liam cool?
So mainstream.
I would agree with what Vera just said, but agreeing is something only uncool people do. Haha, you're not cool. Wouldn't you agree, Vera? Nice try, Liam, but I think we're getting away from the point. This interloper still wants to sit with us. Well, if they want to sit with us, they're going to have to prove that they are as cool as we are. But without, like, trying to prove it, trying is so uncool. So, what's it going to be? Well, I guess I'll be going then, because there's no way anyone could ever be as cool as Liam. Let me ask you this, would an uncool person be giving Vera $50 monster right now? I don't have that kind of money, but I'm gonna go for it. Oh, I clicked off it again. Oh, what did I click? I clicked on settings. Okay, you're cool. What? Money can't buy coolness. Really? Let me consult my list of things that money can buy. Let me see. Or organs, obedience. Oh, and there it is, coolness. Why is coolness in the O section of your list? Because it's not a real list. I pretended there was a list in order to fuck with you. Okay, that's pretty cool. Speaking of cool, well, I can't currently accept cash for campaign finance reasons. I will remember this favourably in the future.
Not bad.
Perhaps I will call on you later for other favours. You hope those favours are sexual in nature, but you don't say that, because that is not a cool thing to say. God damn it.
Let's do this.
Let's work on my charm. The favours are full of mafia beatdowns. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Hey, look at the volleyball. Not volleyball, dodgeball. Everything seems lost when you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your teammates' spirits, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm. Afterwards, you discover that you've been poisoned and only Vera has the antidote. She does this all the time. It's how she invites you to hang out.
Hey there.
There you are. Thank you so much for coming. I'm embarking on a new criminal enterprise, and I need a I can't pronounce that. The idea is simple, yet brilliant. Think Uber, but for killing people. I call it murder. What is that word? I don't know what that word is. But it turns out the market is flooded with assassination apps and blood. I need a way to get ahead of the pack. And since you're such a good advisor, differentiate yourself by being the only service that offers free-range organic murders. Viral marketing, literally. Tailor a highly contagious vibe. This is very topical. To make people love murder. Come on. You can do that? Great! You can use my private chemical weapons laboratory. And so, this is working better than I ever could have imagined. The man for murder has gone through the roof since you released that virus. Sure, the side effects include vomiting, bloody tears, male lactation, cobra feet, time dilation, rigor mortis, rectal teeth, renegade spleen, microaggressions, sudden tattoos, hair trauma, liquefaction, and coughing. But it's well worth it for the profits I'm raking in. Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, indeed. Plus, I'm making a literal killing selling people the antidote for all those side effects. It's not actually an antidote though, it's actually just heroin. Same difference. Did you know they used to give heroin to babies as a cough suppressant? Yeah, the real world is exactly as immoral as this video game. But whatever, you gain 2 creativity and 1 money.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. To class! That day, you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain 2 smarts. As you walk down the hallway trying to beat a level of Bone Crush on your phone, you run smack into Vera, also engrossed in her phone. Sure, feel free to read over my shoulder. You wouldn't understand the charts anyway. Miranda's been mouthing off about being a princess again, and it's so amazing.
Pathetic.
She's a princess underwater. You know what's underwater? Sea slugs and fish shit. You know what's not underwater? The school. Why should birthright matter when there are so many other factors that determine a person's worth? Their beauty, their cruelty, their business sense, and using all these factors, I've divided the school into cools and uncools. And uncles. Now, I just need to find a way to reinforce the superiority of the cools over the uncools. Uncool students should have to carry cool students from class to class on chases? What in script should be thrown at uncool students to remind them of how uncool they are? I think this one. No! The downfall begins. I do worry about my shoes getting scuffed up, getting from class to class. These cockatrice scale pumps cost $2,000. What am I supposed to do? Walking them? A few days later, you see Vera being carried from Apparitions 3 to AP fearmongering on a studded coach. But right before your horrified eyes, the hands full of the Frankenstein monster carrying her, sending Vera toppling onto the ground. Ow! Damn it! My snakes are all twisted up in one another. It took my reptile dresser hours to get my hair just right. Whose dumb idea was it to put my physical safety in the hands of someone too stupid to become cool? That would be you. Better flee the scene before she notices your stupid idea having face. You lose 2 boldness and 1 creativity. Whoops.
Let's do this.
You take your seat and if you didn't know any better, you would say that it seems like Vera and Polly are almost more interested in their phones than they are in you. And you do know better, and you know that, yes, that is exactly what's happening right now. It's nothing personal, dumbass. It's just that Polly and I are very engrossed in texting our financial slave.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to compete with with some guy whose fetish is buying you anything you want. That's my fetish too. Not buying things for other people, but having people buy things for me, duh. Good things. Good thing he's rich enough to take care of both of us. You know what they say, true friendship is shared secrets and financial slaves.
I love the Polly voice. Still, I do worry that this arrangement might not be sustainable. What happens if he runs out of money? Our cash flow instantly stops. Besides, being handed everything you want on a platter, in this case, the platter being an online money transferring platform, is almost boring?
Yeah, I get that. It's a little less boring when you want as much access as I am right now. But I see what you mean.
The Polly voice is the best. I can't wait to see Shannon try to romance them. That would be awesome. If we could somehow turn this into a business venture, then maybe it would get interesting, and we could continue to profit even after he's gone broke from catering to our every whim.
I mean, how interesting do you think business actually is? Since he's so obsessed with us, we should just tell him to do something totally insane, and see if he does it.
I don't know. A weirdo giving away his money and getting into hijinks is great and all, but I want to start making real money.
And I think money is fine and all, but my favourite currency is chaos. Chaos!
Seems like the ladies are at a very exciting crossroads. Maybe a random bystander can give them a nudge in the right direction. You can easily grow this arrangement into a business. Just escalate and delegate. Have a financial slave go and acquire his own financial slave to give him money, and have that slave go and find a financial slave. Tell him to marry a llama. Anarchy! Chaos! Let's see what happens. Will it show up? Nope, wrong quote. Curse the random quotes. If only I remembered their numbers off by heart. For her. Also, I discovered the add quote command, and I think anyone can use it. So if anyone happens to see a quote, see something in chat that they want to quote, or if I say something that they might want to quote, you just feel free to try it out. If it doesn't work, then just let me know. It's the command is !, add quote, and then typing out what the quote is. Aha! That would increase our income exponentially immediately, which are two of my absolute favourite adverbs when it comes to monetary gain.
I mean, one financial slave between the two of us is already strangely a lot to handle. So managing an army of them sounds draining.
But as long as it's a pyramid scheme and we're at the top of the pyramid, where we don't have to actually deal with the lowlives, who cares?
Meh. I think I'll just go and check on my toilet wine.
Don't worry about her. Polly wouldn't know a good business idea if it slapped her on the ass. Which happened one time actually, but it's a long story, so forget it. Anyway, we can tell people in order to become official certified financial slaves, they have to buy a kit of supplies. Oh yeah, I have this really weird thing happening right now where Stream Elements thinks I have an account with it for some reason, even though I unlinked it. So now I have both Streamlabs and Stream Elements on on my chat. I don't know how to get rid of Stream Elements, even though it's not the one that I use. So if it's a bit confusing, I'm sorry. I checked out if you can add the name in Stream Elements, but unfortunately in Stream Elements it's a built-in feature and I couldn't edit it to see how it works. Yeah, that's fine. I figured out you can tag a person who said it if you use the command option instead of going into actual Streamlabs to add the quote. So I figured it out. And they'll start at Dirt Slave, and then if they get 5 financial slaves under them, they can become a Prophetic Ground Slave, and then they can work their way all the way up to Gold, Diamond, Platinum, Slack Chow, Mocha Grand Supreme Slave. This is a great idea, dumbass. We should go write the business plan together and prepare to profit. Did Vera just say that she wants to profit with you? Holy shit. Vera's sharing her cash flow like it's like third base for her. Awesome!
Let's
Oh.
do this.
6 minutes until it's 4 PM. Let's see if I can speed one. Let's go adults. That's pretty cool. That day, during recess, you start a half-hour wave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there's like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. And the consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself. But who cares? It's a rad party. You gain 2 fun. Between class periods, you discover a severed horse head in your locker and a note in its mouth telling you to meet Vera ASAP. So she is like a mafia boss. I'm so glad you've come. I have another crime problem which would benefit from your insight. Thanks to your input on murder, murder has cornered the market in app-based assassinations, and yet the other crime lords don't take me seriously. A nice way to ask someone out. Just because I'm not a 40-year-old man with a scary scar, those sexist small ones think this is just face for me. Since when did having a killer body and flawless skin disqualify a girl from a life of crime? It's disgusting! How can I show these chauvinist goons what crime really means to me? Come on, think of something! You're my most trusted advisor. Quit crime, don't come crawling back to you once they see how bad it is without you. Write a song about it, I'll help. You know, if this advice was coming from anyone other than you, I'd ignore it. But you haven't been wrong yet. Yes, I have. I was wrong about getting uncool people to carry you. Yes. Yes, they have. We back? We back? No! Yay! We back! Have you seen this part? This part? Wait, no you haven't, because I just got to this part. I am dumb of ass. Right as you asked. Right as I asked? Right as I asked? Adorable answers. We came back as you asked. Oh, okay. So, I'm not sure which part you missed, if you missed any, but basically I just told her to quit crime. And I was like, well, she was like, you haven't had any bad ideas yet. And I was like, yes, I did when I told you to have uncool people carry the cool people and you fell. Fine. As of today, I'm quitting crime. I'll let the other bosses know. I'm sure they'll be so pleased. A few days later, and you're getting a manicure with Vera when Gunbozo Gignetti, arch-humorist of the deranged clown assembly, bursts in weeping. Well, either he's weeping or he's got a sad face painted on his regular face. It's hard to tell with clowns. What are you doing here, bozo? Didn't they tell you I quit crime? Gunbozo makes a series of gestures, honks and cracks, clownish. Luckily, Vera's fluent. What's that you say? The world of crime is a wreck without me? Do tell. He says nobody's been able to get good poison since I've retired. Everybody's money is frightfully unlaundered. Plus half the bosses are dead because the letters I sent out announcing my sabbatical were full of vicious fungal spores. Well, I had no idea you were also miserable without me. You can tell the bosses I'm back in the game. Gunbozo leaps up in the air and clicks the heels on his enormous red shoes. I love you too, Bozo. We'll have a gang war to celebrate. See you on the battlefield. Gunbozo runs out of the nail salon and piles into his tiny car with his 20 closest friends. Vera looks at you, dumbstruck. I must say, I never thought this would work. You truly are a loyal advisor. Oh, if only you could be more than just an advisor. But you can't risk sharing your true feelings. Better just take 2 smarts and 1 money and move on. I wonder how I can stagger stagger those Streamlab prompts better. Yeah.
Let's do this.
See, there's no guarantee I'll get the picture again. Because I really want to redo the picture.
Give me your money.
Give me your money.
Thank you.
Don't tell me I'm too poor for cocaine. My charm is 20. But my boldness is gone. So I have a full head of hair, which has made me very charming. Where is she? There she is. You take your seat beside arguably the two coolest monsters in all of Spooky High. Here's you hoping you can keep up with them. Vera, are you eating magical steaks again? No bold, all charm. Yes, and it's delicious. Don't you know the amount of cruelty involved in mainstream meat production, in the mainstream meat production industry? Yes, and it's delicious. Besides, Liam, you're a vampire. Don't you only consume things that are dead? Well, yes, I suppose. But as always, ethically sourced, organic, free-range, and human. The human population is out of control, and eating them is the most environmentally responsible thing to do. Listen, Liam. I happen to have a personal feud with every single animal I eat. I make sure to beat all of them first, and ensure I'm devouring only the ones I hate the most. It makes it extra tasty. Well, then, surely you can inflict such pain without going through the cruel meat industry and supporting factory farming. Isn't home cruelty always better? Oh no! You may actually have a point there. And if I get my hand in the pot, I can inflict even more effective and specific pain. And I bet there's a way to make money off this too. Hang on. Somehow I've ended up arguing against my own interests here. Liam, do you want to find innovative and creative ways to move society forward, or do you want to oppose cruelty like every other weak mainstream loser? You can actually hear Liam's brain shaking as he struggles between his desire to be perceived as ethical and his desire to be perceived as creative. Maybe you can step in and help out. The animals you kill lose their lives. But what about their afterlives? Instead of letting their spirits go to waste as a byproduct of the meat industry, let's serve their eternal souls as a side dish. Liam, animals are already suffering from ignorance. If Vera wanted to increase their pain, the best we can do is teach them the concept of death so they really fear their fate. Let's educate cattle on metaphysics. I mean, serving them as a side dish could earn money. Aha! Perfect. I knew there was a way to monetize, and it keeps the animals from ever gaining an eternal resting place. What the hell is with Vera and animals? But now the cruelty is extending even beyond their deaths. Hell yeah, it is! Thank you for getting the ball rolling on this excellent scheme, Liam. And thank you, dumbass, for nailing down the specifics. Neither of you get royalties, though. That being said, I will get you a double scoop of Rocky Road Soul with sprinkles on top. Yum! Maybe? You don't know, you've never eaten soul before. but sure is delicious getting Vera's approval.
Let's do this.
Let's get that boldness. That day you skip class, then just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give zero shits and but you gain 2 boldness. What is with my speaking today? Your mind's barely on what you're doing though. All you're really concerned about is your situation with Vera. Throughout her latest gang war, you've been her closest and most trusted advisor. Maybe too close. You're worried Vera's become so dependent on your advice, she's blind to your true romantic intentions. If only you had the courage to tell her how you really feel. After all, you don't want to end up in the advisor zone. You're so lost in thoughts of unrequited love, you hardly notice Vera sneaking up on you. Maybe that's also because of the invisibility cloak you helped her pick out. There you are. I was just gonna pick you up. We're going. We've got a date tonight. A date? Then perhaps your affections aren't unrequited. With the heads of Monster City's major crime factions to celebrate the end of the latest gang war. You're such a good and loyal advisor, I couldn't imagine going without you. Right, of course. Trying to hide your disappointment, you accompany Vera to the peace conference, but soon... You can have horse racing, but if you think I'm giving up murder's monopoly, you've got your head so far up your ass it's popped back out of your shirt collar. Larry the actual crocodile. Larry the actual crocodile snaps his fangs. Gunbozo Gianetti of the deranged clown assembly honks in disapproval. Timmy the knife baby chews his rattle menacingly. Alright, you scumbags, settle down. But it's too late. Larry the Croc unveils a wicked machine gun. Gunbozo makes a rocket launcher out of twisted balloons, and Timmy the knife baby produces a lot of knives. Hey, advisor, a little help here? If you don't save Vera now, you'll never have the chance to confess your feelings. So you take a deep breath and confess your feelings. Kiss Larry the Croc on his big crocodile mouth. I think this one might be best because it will distract everyone. No! My boldness is gone again! You're sure? Okay, you kissed the giant crocodile with its machine gun. What are you doing? Everybody knows crocodiles hate kisses on the mouth. Well, to be fair, you don't have so much kissed, Larry the Croc, as you stick your head directly into the open mouth full of razor teeth. You horny fool! You're going to get decapitated! And I'm going to take advantage of your decapitation to make my escape. Luckily, Larry the Croc doesn't actually decapitate you, he just mauls you a little. Oh, I don't lose my boldness. Less luckily, you've demonstrated to Vera how little you value crocodile consent. You lose 2 charm and one smarts, and part of your face.
Hey, you.
I bet I'm gonna fail again.
Let's do this.
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you. Prom? Together? You know what? It can be seen as charity work, which will be wonderful for my resume. It was nothing to do with me finding you somewhat attractive or anything. Oh! It worked. I didn't fail.
Oh, not bad.
So yeah, let's do this.
Might be a promising investment.
Look at that outfit! Like, that fancy ass ruffle. Goals. Prom night was great. Vera showed interest in your career goals, and then she told you about hers. The passionate way she talked about it was equal parts scary and beautiful. So you used your best trick yet. You listened and cared sincerely. When the night was over, she kissed you goodbye on the cheek. The way she looked at you afterwards petrified you a bit. And you sure it wasn't her Gorgon powers, but the knowledge that a new adventure seemed to be awaiting you. Just confess your feelings when you can, you silly. Yay! Huzzah! You did it! Yeah! I only unlocked 7 new events and 7 new outcomes. What? Most likely to get an anal bleaching. Most in the way. I've unlocked 55 out of 1,514 outcomes. And 55 of 422 events. Still no secret endings. Fireworks. It's, sorry, just had to mute it because the copyrighted music's coming again. Oh, wait, no! Ah! I skipped past some of it, no! Ah! But you know what, Vera ended up making adult life her own bitch. Ah, no, I clicked off the game again as well. Scott turned out to be a genius and became the most renowned mathematician in the country. JK, he became an athlete there. He's still a bit of a simpleton, but as lovable and as good-hearted as ever. Damien loved fire to the very end. Unfortunately, that wasn't a super legal affair, and he ended up in prison for arson. Fortunately, prison was flammable. Oh, when the app doesn't work, it's always fun. Hit it! Voila! So achy. So, when about 15 minutes over, but oh well. We successfully romanced Vera and got her to prom after failing the first time. Good job, Shan. Yay! But yeah. I feel so achy. I wonder if I can finally eat a grape without it tasting really bad. Because I was trying to eat grapes earlier after brushing my teeth and it tasted so bad. It's finally good. Oh no! I made you guys miss it. No. There was a picture of Vera and the character at the end. Oh, look at them. Probably one of the new Polaroids. Where is it? Huh. Yeah, this was at the end. Had to capture so much beauty. It's so cute. Look at it. It's wholesome. Nope, I still have you on... I'm dumbass. Look at it. It's so cute. It's wholesome. I am dumb as ass. Pure of heart. Aw, and that says I tried. It's wholesome. Ah. Hey. And apparently unlocked more fan art. And it's more Damien. So, that is amazing and super adorable. Yes, yes it is. I guess I'll end the stream here. I hope that, you had a good time. I'm sorry I woke you up, Michael. I'll be back same time next week, which is 2 PM here in Britain, 3 PM over in mainland Europe. Thank you for the stream, it was fun. I'm glad you still enjoyed it, even though you came in at the tail end. Like, I'm glad it was still enjoyable. Also, like, in the full game version, there wasn't the whole murder app thing. Don't apologize, I'm glad I didn't miss it. Yeah, I woke Michael up by calling him because I was like, he isn't seeing my messages, so he's probably asleep. Anyway, that's it for this week. I'll see you next week. Bye.